What else came with the suite? Hi, Nettie here. Well, I'm not allowed to show you inside the new catalogue. I'm just checking what came with the suite. Page 36 in the new catalogue. Look at it. So I am working with, these are the these. I'll show you what's in the suite because I actually used the whole suite. And so it had the ribbon, and it had that, and it had these beautiful bling in it. It's got the stamps and the dies. And these are nice dies. But these are all, I actually forgot, I didn't see them when I first started. I just saw the ones under here, which I used for my leaves. So it's got two lots of things in it. Alright, and what else was in here? That was it with the DSP. So what I'll do is I'll just pop that to the side a little bit. So we're going to use these. So as you can see, they're all part of the suite. And the DSP is this and this. If you saw my last card, I used this to do the horse and sleigh with the winter suite. So this is where I've cut the deer from. It's very light, but so it doesn't empower. That's the blue, and then there's the trees. So the colours in here are basic black, blueberry bushel, garden green, lost lagoon, misty moonlight, moody mauve, pebbled path, pretty peacock, shaded spruce, and smoky slate. So today I've used Mossy Meadow is going to be my cardstock as well as my ink. And I'm using the silver embossing powder in that too. So let's have a look what else. These trees are quite lovely, aren't they? If I put them that way, you can see them. So they don't have to be just Christmas. I think they could be anything. And I reckon this is sort of more like the Australian bush. It's really nice. Not those, obviously. The berries. Isn't that just ridiculously beautiful? And that's the other one. So I'll just pop that all out of the way. So that's part of the suite. And with that suite, you also get I'm just going to, again, put all that over. You get this Snowflake Magic Specialty Designer, but it's all Lost Lagoon, so I couldn't use it today because I wanted to do mine with the Misty Moonlight. And that's got two sheets of that. What's on the back? No, it's a back. It's no good. So you can't use the back. It's just white. So it's got that nice shimmery silver, and then it's got very, very bright snowflakes, which I'm not sure how I'm going to use that. All right, so I'm going to put all that down. But that's a good amount of stuff in the suite, and it's got nice ribbon to match. So this is the new catalogue. You can order on September sales, 5th of September. Oh my goodness, my glasses aren't working. It's the 6th of December. I wrote September. I put the 5th on my notice, so sorry about that. I've just got new glasses and it's taking a bit of time to get rid of it. But this is lovely DSP. I've used these two, and I did use the die for that. But I was going to put the trees in, but they're a bit bland, so I changed my mind. You might find this card bland anyway, I don't know. I'm not a big green person. I like blue. As you see, I'm always wearing blue or whatever. But also pop that down. I will catch my card that I did the other day with... Oh, that's not the same one. Sorry. Where did I put it? It's somewhere here. Oh, there it is. Give me a sec, guys. You'll like to see this. So, if you're watching me for the first time, I did this last last week using the same DSP there, but I used Perched in a Tree and the Sleighs. So that's on one of my lives. Just check it out if you want to. So today's card is green. Don't you need green? I don't. I like Mossy Meadow though. So I don't know if you can see that very well. See the deer? So it's just really subtle, the little deer in there. I've got some bling. Well, the silver's right up next to that one. Inside I've just done the same for the card and the envelope. So it's quite a simple card, really. So let's get moving. Okay. Oh, I don't know where to put it. Alright. Let me have a look. So we're going to stamp. Now what I've done is I've cut out a few little bits and pieces to save some time, and I will get my cutting machine. So I've cut the square. Now I have a sheet for this. So while I get my embossing machine, I'll put that down. No, that's last week's card. Ha. Where did I print out today's? I made it. Anyway, if you want it, just as I've said in some of the messages, PM me on Annette Falconer Independent Demonstrator on Facebook and ask for it, and I'll email it to you. So that's 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and that's going to go behind, so you're not going to worry about that too much. So I did stamp out the green in the evergreen and in the mossy meadow, but as you can see, it becomes too green. You get what I mean? I thought it would have looked a bit silly, so, well, for me it did, so people might like that. So I cut out a couple of the leaves in vellum. I've got my ribbon there ready, and I should have a second little piece of ribbon in that bag, but that's alright because I've got something with me. Alright, so give me 1 sec, only because I do need to do this, don't I? So we're going to stamp out the 2 green leaves. Alright. And I've got my card. So there's my card, and this is 5.5. 11. No, it's not. It's 8, and oh my goodness, I'm going crazy. I've got 2 kids home from school, so not well. It is 8 1/4, and it's scored at 4 1/8, and then it's 5.5. So out of your card, I cut a 5.5 to 5.5, and you've got a slither of a page left. It's funny because in America they use the whole lot, so they would use that slither, and it would be a 6-inch card. I don't know, for some reason the measurements I was given, it was 5.5. So that's that. And then for the top piece, which I'm going to put the die through, it's 4 3/4 by 5 1/8, and I'm going to die cut that centre out. That's my mat, my white card mat, and that is 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. Right, we'll leave that aside for a minute. Okay, so I'll put the card aside with that as well, and we want to be die cutting this in the middle of there. So we're going to use this die cut, and about in the middle there, and we're going to just stamp these flowers so excuse me. I use this, I love that, that's so nice, and I use that. So you've got the long one, and we've got that. Now why at the same time we'll stamp our inside mat so we're not wasting our time up and down, and we'll stamp our envelope. Alright, so I'll just get all those ready, and we'll get a couple of blocks. Okay, put that to a side for a minute. And where's our garden green? There it is, all ready and waiting. I've already got ink all over my fingers this morning because apart from running around, going back to school and picking up one kid, I had to, I've got another one here as well, and I was trying out the new Holy Night Suite, and I thought, oh my goodness, I love it. So I've got 2 of those. I'll put that aside for a sec, and I will bring my inside mat in, and I just did on the bottom the berries and the long ones, so we're going to clean that. Oh, sometimes I wipe it like that and it stays on. Where's my... I just had no stamps, oh my goodness. Oh. I'll put it over there nicely out of the road. I'll just try and get that up there where I don't put my fingers in it again. Alright, that's there. That's there. So we'll get the little berries. And we'll... What we did on the envelope was one lot of berries out here. On the mat, sorry. Can't even say the words properly. And I did one up there. And I've left the greeting off because I find that when people want them, they don't want some of the greetings I put on. So I think it's best they pick their own. Because the sayings in this one are, the colder the weather brings us together, may the season of sparkle bring joy and delight and winter wishes. Well, in Australia, that doesn't work because we're going into summer for Christmas. So unless you're sending it to someone in America or Scotland, which we send a lot to Scotland and Holland, and so over there, they've all got winter. Oh, I didn't do the envelope goose. So I'm going to do that exactly the same. That's where the green is on my fingers, look. And yes, you don't send them. Australians don't do the big ones. The Holy Night's a nice set, but it is truly religious, and I don't mind. I like the I always take the kids, or did take the kids to see. We always put up at Christmas the nativity scene, and I do, we go to church on Christmas sometimes when we can and whatever, not all the time. Like we used to when I've got 5 children, and when the oldest ones were little, we'd go to all different services to see what they were like. We went to Presbyterian, we went to Catholic, we didn't know how to put our hands properly, but the children go to a Catholic primary anyway. So just to get this out of the road, I'm going to pop that in now so I don't end up stamping on it or doing something ridiculous. So it is, the sayings are more religious, which is what I found that when I was teaching my class last year with the Christmas ones, the ladies really didn't want the they don't mind the peace to you and things like that, but when it's too much God, they didn't want things like that. And I thought, oh well, that's okay, that's their choice. So we'll just pop those away now because it's on its road. And I'm going to bring up my little emboss machine, and we will do some shake, rattle and roll because that's what happens with my table. I've got my other little granddaughter is cooking. She's staying here a couple of days doing online schooling, so she's making cookies today and some jelly. She's in the mood. She says she's done all her schoolwork, but it's not my problem. If her parents didn't tell me what she's doing, I'll just tell her to do what she should do. And when she's done, I can't do much about that, can I? Right. Ooh, that's just going to fit in there. So I'm going to straighten that up. And if I'm correct, it's about... Yes, it is 2 inches down from the top. And just under 2 at the bottom. Perfect. How's that? Eyeball. Now, where did my plate go here? Ooh, a little move. I should have put a thing on. Okay, here we go. You hear a little snap, creak. That's it. And there we have our little cutout. I just keep that. I don't know, we might need leaves one day and I'll use it. I keep everything. It always comes in handy. Alright, now we'll cut out our 2 leaves here. Good, we can get it on the same mat. Makes a difference, doesn't it? So this is Magical Meadows, but the suite is called Winter. There's a lot of dies. I can't wait to work with some more. And that's on... No, it's that way. There we go. Don't want that to move because I haven't glued it down. Oh, that's the way you hold your mouth. Oh, that's so good. That's done. Those over there, don't want to lose them. Right. I like to, one of the things I normally do is I make 2 cards at the one time. I just dropped a die down there. If you don't mind, I'm going to pick it up. Only because on my beautiful teacup dies that came out a while ago, I didn't pick something up one day and I never found it. I suppose when we move, we will. But, or unless I pick up everything out of this house and move it to another area. Let's get that out of the road. Now, so we are going to... that got a little bit of a bend through the machine. I'll just take that out. See how easy? Can you see there's just a little bit of a shaping there? So if you just gently go over it like that, it's a little stuck in the machine. So we're going to get our deer. So I'm going to put glue around the back. Like this. And lie him down make sure he's straight. Oh, just he's looking the other way. Try and get all these. There you go. Okay, let's give it a bit of a push down. Now he's got a little bit of glue there, but that doesn't matter because that will go onto the back. But because I'm going to be working on putting some ribbon around, I don't want the glue getting stuck to the mat. Glue, 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 glue. Where's the glue? I've got the glue. I don't need the glue. I'm looking for the tear and tape for the ribbon. I like to put the tear tape on because it's see-through, and we're going to put a piece of knotted through here as well. So I'm just going to pull that back. So you can either put it on if you want, because it's going to be across here. And before I do that, I forgot to tell you, we're using this because we're going to put his saying on the bottom of that rather than adding a tag. So I'm just going to clean that off. This comes with the kit. It's full of corn flour, so you can put it in a bag and do that if you wanted, into a muslin bag. Muslin. If I could say it properly. Now we've got May this season of sparkle bring you joy and delight. So that's the one I chose because I think I love Christmas, so it does bring me lots of delight. I think people have heard my story. I have like 30 boxes in the garage and we bring them all out. The whole family help me carry them all in because I can't do it on my own now because I've got so many. Alright, so we've got that on. And we're going to put some... I put silver, but it doesn't show as much. I might actually just use the white and let's see what that does for us. And we carry them all inside and I spend a whole week putting it all up. And on the 1st of December we have tree hanging night. And that was so when the twins, the last two of the kids, when they were babies and toddlers, they would give people the baubles to help them carry. So, right, here's the noise factor coming. So, I don't think I can... Oh, yes, I can. So, if you can see, we've got a bit on the back because we've got on the card to walk. And I think that actually looks brighter. I picked the silver because of the ribbon, but really you can't see it as much as you can in the white. So I'm going to stick to the white on this one. So luckily we've got these trays. Well, this is my old one, but I have got these Stampin' Up one as well. Just depends on which colour I want to what's coming. Which I've got 2 of them on the go with Versamark and things you need to use it. They're all in the catalogue if you want it. Okay, so back to the back to the what's that called? The ribbon. And we'll pop that on. So what I'm going to do is just put this about there. Yep. Okay, and it's going to go around the back a little bit. And I actually want to put the other piece through to tie it there. So I'm going to leave that open, if you know what I mean. So what I can do, just give it a little burnish. Use me picky. Take that off. I can hear some music going in the other room. They're watching a show. I got my door open. Oh no, they got it up loud. Alright, and so what I can do now is I'm just going to cut a big enough piece to knot it, and I'm going to thread it through that area that was through there. I'll just give it a little knot, and that allows it to just pull up a little bit. Is that pretty? Don't want it to just tighten those off nicely. How's that? So, oh my goodness, do you know what I did? I forgot to stamp around like I did on this. Oh, I am such a goose. You know what? I've always got that saying, catch up. Don't worry about it. If you haven't done it, adjust. You should have, when I had all that green out before, I should have been stamping it then. So, since I've already glued everything together, what I might do is get, you know, let's just adjust. Come on, guys. We're not going to die because we don't get it completely right. So I'm going to put a berries just here. Oh, hold on, I've got to have a berry. Now, because I've got that ink there, I'm just going to have half a berry. Oh, if we don't have mistakes, we don't show you we're human, and then, you know, people get annoyed because they can't do a card properly. Because you think you have to do it exactly as it's shown to you, and you actually don't. So this is a lesson in adjusting. Now I haven't stamped off. What I can do, and this is a good way of helping you with your mistakes, is I'm just going to get a bigger piece. There's always cut-offs we have. So what I'm going to do is get that there, and I'm just going to stamp in there, and see, I don't get it. And along the bottom, I'm just going to put a little bit there. See? So we're not getting anything that's too bad. So again, I don't want it there. And I'm going to use that one up. Okay. And I think I had a little bit of this, the leaves as well. I did. So I'm only just doing the top of that. There. And a bit there. And you see, we've just adjusted. It's still got all the print on it. It's making excuses for my not thinking. I'm so sorry. But I have got something exciting. I got a new granddaughter last Thursday. So I'm off to Queensland, Gold Coast on Thursday morning, after I've dropped the kids at school, made dinner for them. My friend's coming to stay with them. I'm very lucky, and my husband will be up there. He leaves tomorrow, so he'll come back Monday and look after them while I stay another few days with my little girl. So her name's Harriet Freya. Freya is in the Goddess of Love. And her sister is Willow Mia, who's just 2, and it's just priceless to see them. She is so happy with her new little sister for such a little toddler herself. She's really adjusted. Okay, so now we can see how to fix a mistake. So maybe I should call it the mistake. We've got our card ready. So we're just going to glue this down. A little bit more because it's a bit heavier. Okay. Perfect. Now, with our little vellum pieces, what I'm going to do is glue only one side of the vellum, and I'm going to pop my first set of leaves on top so we have a bit of vellum showing on the side. Okay, I'll give that a sec to dry and do the other one. I like just a little bit of the vellum showing. You don't see it really a lot. Now, if I'm correct, I put those on, yep, can you see, on dimensions? Probably not. So let's get them. Down the road. Oh my goodness, I feel like the desk gets messy. Alright. What am I up to? A bit of sunshine coming in. It was only 5 degrees when I took the kids to school this morning, and it was 7 later, and so I did my washing, and I had to just put it inside because I thought we weren't going to get any sun, but now it's come out. But I bet you it's still only 7 like they said it was. The Americans are getting the good old blasting at the moment from their weather. I'm going to. Some of these are nice and small, so they can go on the, you know, your end pieces. If you cut your sides there, which I do, you can get them in there. And see how small that is? Just cut a piece off it. And this one is going to come into there and around, and this one is going to come, oh, actually, in a bit more. That's it. So for all the stamping I missed out on in the beginning, it didn't matter. That's our card. There's our envelope. Now, another one I made out of that suite is this one. So this was just casing the catalogue. And I've done this in my favourite colours. So this is in Mossy Meadow. It's a night of navy, to be honest. That's Mossy Meadow. And it's the same saying. And it's just like that. Oh, so I hope you enjoyed that card and you realise that everyone's just human and we're all trying to do the same thing and have some fun. And have a good week. I'll see you later. Bye.